See, we'll start with the absorption of the water. So till last class, we had completed till the types of wilting. So we had studied three types of wilting: incipient wilting, temporary wilting, and the permanent wilting. Okay. So now the next topic which we are going to start is actually the absorption of water. So अभी तक तो we have studied कि what are the different types of transport mechanisms, how can the water and minerals and all of the other things can be transported. Now we are going to talk how is that water, minerals or the food, how are they absorbed into the different parts. Okay. So the first thing which we are going to talk is basically the absorption of the water. So how does the water absorption take place? So this is a obviously you know the water conduction takes place with the help of through xylem. So firstly, what is done? This water which is present in the soil, it is absorbed by the root hair. Okay, this is one step. So the taking up of or the absorption of the water through the root hairs by the root from the soil. This is the first step. Okay. Now the second step is कि when this water actually enters the root, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? This is now this water has to actually go up. So now this water has to actually go up. Drop a message in the biology group. डॉली को बोलो क्लास में एंटर करे. So now this water has to actually travel through this route towards the upper side, and यहाँ से this water will move to the different parts of the plant. Okay. So this water absorption occurs through or it takes place through two steps. First step is the entry of the water from the soil into the root. This is the first step. And second step is transport or the movement of this water from the root to all the parts of the plant. So this actually becomes the second step. Okay. So we'll talk about the absorption of water in both the two ways, through the two ways. Okay. So what is the route of the water transport? So water is transported. The route of the water transport becomes soil. सबसे पहले soil के through the water will enter into the root. Now through the root it is going to the stem, leaf or any other part of the plant where the water has to be actually transported. Okay. Now this occurs in two steps. As I said, it occurs in two steps. The first step is the absorption of water from the soil फ्रॉम रूट टू द रूट है. ठीक है. तो जो सॉइल में जो भी वाटर प्रेजेंट है दैट वाटर विल बी अब्सॉर्ब्ड by the root hair into the root. So this becomes the first step, and second step becomes when the water has actually entered the root, and so this water is going to travel from the root towards the upper all the other parts. Okay, wherever that water is actually required. Okay, so now what is this step known as? This step is known as ascent of sap. Okay, so this step is actually known as ascent of sap. Okay, so we'll talk about both the steps one by one. First step is the absorption of water through the root hair. Okay, so you have already studied the structure of dicot root in the anatomy chapter. How does the dicot root look like? सबसे पहले the outermost layer, it has to be the epidermis. So epidermis has several hair-like structures which are known as the root hairs. So these are the root hairs. So what below the epidermis, what will be present? There will be layer of multiple layers of cortical cells. Then there has to be this endodermis. Then this is the pericycle, and these are the vascular bundles. So firstly there is the phloem, and since it is a dicot root, a cambium will be present. ठीक है. So cambium इनके बीच में यहाँ पे this cambium will be present, and inner to cambium there will be these xylem vessels. ठीक है. So now we have to talk about the route of water which is adopted. How is the water going to travel through this particular route? ठीक है. So सबसे पहले, so this is the root here. So यहाँ पे से this water is going to enter into the root hair by which mechanism? So the water is going to enter into the root hair by the mechanism of osmosis. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे से water root hair के अंदर कैसे enter करेगा? It will enter through osmosis. So now this water will enter into the root hair. अब root hair में enter करने के बाद what will happen? So now this water has actually entered into the root hair. Now root hair में enter करने के बाद what is going to happen? अब ये epidermis के wall से होता हुआ अब यहाँ पे किधर के साइड पे मूव करेगा? देखो इसके पास दो पाथवेज है. एक पाथवे, फर्स्ट पाथवे तो ये है कि वो यहाँ से रूट हेयर से एंटर करे और इसके बाद में यहाँ पे इसके जो कॉर्टिकल लेयर्स में जो भी इंटरसेल्यूलर स्पेसेस हैं, जो भी इंटरसेल्यूलर स्पेसेस हैं उनमें से ये वाटर एंटर करता हुआ वापस से इधर से सीधा यहाँ पे वैस्कुलर बंडल्स तक निकल जाए. ठीक है, दिस इज द फर्स्ट पाथवे. सेकेंड पाथवे कैन बी, सेकेंड पाथवे में क्या होगा? इन सेकेंड पाथवे द वाटर will not move through the intercellular spaces, rather it will directly move through the cells, directly move through the cells, it will directly move through the cells. So इसमें क्या होगा कि यहाँ पे से water enter किया, it will enter into the cytoplasm of the cell and then through this cell and then eventually it goes on to the xylem vessels. So ये जो मैंने दो pathways draw करे, they are the two different mechanisms. So one is apoplast pathway and the other is the symplast pathway. So what is this apoplast pathway? Apoplast pathway means the water movement will occur through cell wall or the intercellular spaces. ठीक है, मतलब कि जैसे रूट हेयर से जब वाटर एंटर किया तो इट विल पास थ्रू द एपिडर्मिस, बट ये कॉर्टिकल सेल या किसी भी सेल के साइटोप्लाज्म में इट वोंट एंटर. It will only and only pass through the cell wall, and as you know cortical cells जो होते हैं they are parenchymatous cells, so they have abundant amount of intercellular spaces between them. ठीक है, so that water is going to pass through those intercellular spaces. Now the question arises when it actually reaches endodermis. If you remember, the endodermis जो dicot root में होती है, it is actually made up of certain lignosuberin strips which are known as Casparian strips. ठीक है, so since these Casparian strips they are actually made up of lignosuberin, so this because of the presence of this lignosuberin they are actually impervious to water. ठीक है, so since they are impervious to water, तो water तो यहाँ से directly इनमें क्या नाम है, इन Casparian strips के थ्रू मूव नहीं कर सकता है, तो there should be something which should be present जिसके थ्रू ये water मूव कर सके. तो there are certain cells which are present in between जहाँ पे this deposition or this lignosuberin thickening is not present. ठीक है, तो these cells they are known as the passage cells. For example, ये जो center में जहाँ ये जो cell present है, this is actually the passage cell. ठीक है, तो अब क्या होगा? तो अब एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे की भी हम बात करें. एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे में व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? सबसे पहले द वाटर एंटर्ड थ्रू द रूट हेयर, रूट हेयर के बाद इट एंटर्ड इनटू द एपिडर्मिस. नाउ कॉर्टिकल सेल्स में अब यहाँ पे इस एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे में जो चीज याद रखने की है, वाटर विल नॉट एंटर इनटू द सेल, वाटर विल ओनली मूव थ्रू द सेल वॉल एंड थ्रू द इंटरसेल्युलर स्पेसेस. So now the water is moving through the cortical layer, through these intercellular spaces. Now when it actually reaches the endodermis, it comes across the Casparian strips, and these Casparian strips they are actually made up of lignosuberin. Okay, and this lignosuberin is actually impervious to water, so it won't allow the water movement through it. So there should be some additional mechanism or some additional thing which should be present जो water की movement को allow कर सके. So what is going to happen now? There are certain special cells which are present in this endodermis layer जहाँ पे this lignosuberin thickening is not present, it is absent. So now the water will enter into the cytoplasm of these passage cells. These special cells they are known as the passage cells. So this water is now going to enter into the cytoplasm of this passage cells. Now अब passage cells में वापस जब passage cell से pass on हो जाएगा, when it comes through the pericycle, the pericycle में भी again it will start moving through the cell wall and then it eventually reaches the xylem vessel. Because eventually इसको कहाँ पे पहुंचना है? xylem तक पानी पहुंच गया तो xylem will immediately on its own conduct the water now. ठीक है, so this is actually the first pathway which is the apoplast pathway. ठीक है, this is the first mechanism. Second mechanism कौन सा? That is actually the symplast pathway. So symplast pathway में क्या होगा? The water will not move through the cell wall or the intercellular spaces. The water is directly going to enter into the cells. So the water is going to move through the protoplasm of the cells. ठीक है, तो मतलब कि जैसे ही यहाँ पे से वाटर एंटर करेगा, so water enter through the root hair, then the epidermis, then the through the cytoplasm of these cortical cells, and then यहाँ पे endodermis में obviously it has to pass through the passage cells. It cannot pass through these Casparian strips. तो यहाँ पे जब passage cell से pass करेगा again through the cytoplasm of these pericycle cells, and then the phloem, and then eventually the xylem. ठीक है, so these are the two mechanisms. अच्छा, one thing which you need to remember कि apoplast pathway में नहीं, when the water actually reaches the endodermis layer, the mechanism will be symplast. Both or the water movement has to occur by entering into the cells. So basically आप बोल सकते हैं be it the apoplast pathway or be it the symplast pathway, the mechanism will be symplast when the water actually reaches the endodermis layer. ठीक है, चाहे apoplast pathway है चाहे symplast pathway, जो mechanism of transport of water है, that will be symplast when it actually reaches the endodermis layer, because endodermis layer has Casparian strips and they are lignosuberin. They are made up of lignosuberin. What happened? किसका माइक ऑन है? ये टर्न ऑफ द माइक. Mudad, what is the problem? Why did you turn on your mic, बच्चे? Should I remove you from the class? What is this going on? Do not create any disturbance in the class. Keep this thing in your head. So the water movement has to be symplast only when it actually reaches the endodermis layer. Okay, it cannot be apoplast. Now, what is the basic difference between the apoplast pathway and the symplast pathway? Out of the two pathways, that is the apoplast and the symplast pathway, apoplast pathway is faster. Why is it faster? Because it is not interrupted by the contents of the cell. Because the water है वो directly through cell wall and through the intercellular spaces the water is moving. So it doesn't have to enter into the cytoplasm. ठीक है? So it is directly moving through the cell wall and the intercellular spaces. Therefore the apoplast pathway is faster. Also जब वो symplast pathway के through move करेगा, तो how is the cytoplasm of one cell connected to the cytoplasm of the other adjacent cell? So the cytoplasm of the two adjacent cells, they are connected to each other by certain connections which are known as the plasmodesmata. ठीक है? So symplast pathway में water will be moving through these connections which is known as plasmodesmata. Okay? So this is the different types of pathways. इसमें किसी को कुछ डाउट है या किसी को नहीं समझ में आया तो you can ask me. Is it clear? Acha, also this apoplast pathway, it provides least resistance to movement of water, therefore it moves fastest through this apoplast pathway. ठीक है? And it is only interrupted by the lignosuberin thickenings in the walls of the endodermis. Is it clear? Do you understand the difference between the apoplast pathway and the symplast pathway? Why did you join so late today? So we have started going to the center. Achha, all the students have started going to the center now. Achha, okay. See, what are we talking here? We are basically talking about the absorption of water from mechanism. How is the water absorbed through the root? Okay, so basically the absorption of water, it occurs in two steps. First step is that the water is absorbed by the soil. Okay, so this water is absorbed by the soil, and this water after being absorbed through the soil, now this water has to move through the root to the other parts of the plant. Okay, so these are the two steps. First step is the one जब ये water enter करेगा into the root, and after entering the root this water has to move through the root. ठीक है, so these are the two steps. So the first step is the absorption of water from the soil from the root to the root hair, and then from the root to upwards. And जब root से water upper areas में जाएगा, this is known as the ascent of sap. Okay. Now first step is the absorption of water through the root hair. ठीक है. So हम इसमें जो होता है absorption of water through root hair, it occurs through two pathways. One is the apoplast pathway and the other is the symplast pathway. ठीक है. So what we have done here, we have basically simply drawn the structure of dicot root. So if you remember the structure of dicot root, the outermost layer was the epidermis, जिसमें the root hairs were present. ठीक है. And below the root, below this epidermis, there is this cortex layer, then the endodermis, then the pericycle, and then the vascular bundles. ठीक है. So water enter कैसे करेगा? सबसे पहले the water will enter into the root hair, ठीक है, from the soil. And how will the water into the root hair? It will enter through the mechanism of osmosis. ठीक है. तो जैसे ही it enters through the mechanism of osmosis into the root hair, अब ये कहाँ पे जाएगा? Into the epidermis layer. ठीक है. तो एपोप्लास्ट और सिम्प्लास्ट पाथवे में डिफरेंस क्या है कि जो एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे है, एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे में द वाटर विल मूव ओनली थ्रू द सेल वॉल एंड द इंटरसेल्यूलर स्पेसेस. वो डायरेक्टली सेल के अंदर एंटर नहीं करेगा. दैट इज it won't enter into the cytoplasm of the cells. It will only pass through the cell wall or the intercellular spaces. Okay? And as we know, the cortex layer, it is made up of parenchyma tissue, and the cells are very much loosely packed in the parenchyma. So the water easily moves through the intercellular spaces of the cortex. But when it actually reaches the endodermis, endodermis has Casparian strips. And these Casparian strips, they are actually made up of lignosiberin. Okay? And these lignosiberin, they are actually, it is actually impervious to water. It doesn't allow the movement of water. So how is the water now going to travel? So in this endodermis layer, apart from the Casparian strips, there are certain other cells also present, which are known as the passage cells. And these passage cells, they do not have these lignosiberin thickenings, and due to the absence of these lignosiberin thickenings, the water can easily enter into the passage cells and then move ahead. So वापस जब एंडोडर्मिस में पैसेज सेल्स के थ्रू पास करेगा, तो यहाँ पे इट विल अगेन एंटर द पेरीसाइकिल एंड देन द वैस्कुलर बंडल एंड देन इट विल रीच द जाइलम. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे. ये द फर्स्ट पाथवे. सेकंड पाथवे इज द सिम्प्लास्ट पाथवे. सिम्प्लास्ट पाथवे में द वाटर इज डायरेक्टली गोइंग टू एंटर द साइटोप्लाज्म ऑफ द सेल्स. ठीक है. So it enters the root hair and then into the cytoplasm of the cortex, and then obviously endodermis में तो it has to pass through the passage cells, and passage cells से होते हुए then again the cells of the cytoplasm of the pericycle and then the vascular bundle. ठीक है. So these are the two ways through which water movement occurs through a root. And out of the two pathways, that is the apoplast pathway and the symplast pathway, apoplast pathway is the fastest one because it doesn't face any resistance, doesn't face any interruption. Because if it enters into the cytoplasm, it has to face the resistance of so many cytoplasmic contents. But since it is moving through the cell wall or the intercellular spaces, there is no resistance, and hence the water movement occurs fastest through this apoplast pathway. Okay, so these are the two types of transport mechanisms, or two pathways through which water is absorbed by the root. Okay? So now you can take a screenshot and I will draw a flowchart diagram of how the water movement occurs inside the root. Done? See, this is actually the outermost layer, which is the epidermis. This is cortex. After cortex, this is endodermis. This one is pericycle. And यहाँ पे this is the xylem. ठीक है. Now how is the water movement going to take place? अच्छा, पहले तो endodermis में there has to be these Casparian strips. ठीक है. Now how is the water going to move? सबसे पहले, अच्छा, and this is the cell wall. ठीक है. Now how is the water movement going to take place? सबसे पहले it will enter the epidermis from the root hair. So the water enters the epidermis, and this is the simplest pathway, but if it has to be the apoplast, so it will enter into this cell wall. तो cell wall के through water enter करता चलेगा directly through this. Now here, now here. But as soon as it reaches the endodermis layer, it has to actually enter into the cytoplasm, because it cannot uh, pass through the Casparian strips. Now again, as soon as it passes through these Casparian strips, it again travels through the apoplast pathway. The same thing will be on this side. Now again here, ठीक है, and this one is the apoplast pathway. But if we talk about the symplast pathway में directly it will move through these plasmodesmata connections. ठीक है, directly plasmodesmata connections के through move करेगा, and then it reaches the xylem. ठीक है. So the one which is in the red color and the other is in the black color. So the red one is actually the apoplast pathway, and this one is the symplast pathway. ठीक है. So these are the two types of transport mechanisms through which water is actually transported into the root. ठीक है. अच्छा, ये तो हुआ फर्स्ट स्टेप. विच वाज द फर्स्ट स्टेप? कि जो वाटर है सॉइल से दैट इज अब्सॉर्ब्ड बाय द रूट. दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप. यहाँ पे द फर्स्ट स्टेप कंप्लीट हुआ है. फर्स्ट स्टेप में कौन से दो आएंगे? दी एपोप्लास्ट पाथवे एंड द सिम्प्लास्ट पाथवे. ठीक है. अब सेकंड जो स्टेप है, ये वाटर नाउ इट हैज एंटर्ड द रूट. अब रूट में एंटर करने के बाद नाउ द वाटर हैज टू ट्रेवल टू द अदर प्लेसेस. नाउ वील टॉक अबाउट दैट second step. ठीक है. Now which is that second step is known as the ascent of sap. ठीक है. ascent of sap. What is this ascent of sap? जो वाटर रूट में एंटर कर चुका है. ठीक है. So what that liquid material now it has reached into the xylem. ठीक है. That water has reached into the xylem and it dissolves with the material of the contents of the xylem vessels, and it becomes sap. So this ascent of sap is actually the transport of the xylem sap upwards to the different parts of the plant, like the leaves, the stem, or the various other regions. ठीक है. So now we'll talk about the ascent of sap. So what is ascent of sap? It is the movement of water upward from roots to the different parts. So it is the so it is actually the movement of water from the root, that is from roots to the different parts. So this is known as ascent of sap. ठीक है. अभी जो ascent of sap है वो कितने टाइप से होता है? इट अकर्स थ्रू, इसमें बहुत सारी थियोरीज, एक्चुअली बहुत मेनी थियोरीज आर फेमस फॉर दिस. So the first theory which initially came up, that was the root pressure theory. So the first mechanism by which this ascent of sap occurs is actually the root pressure. ठीक है, तो ये root pressure का मतलब क्या है? रूट प्रेशर में क्या होगा कि अच्छा, रूट प्रेशर is basically the pressure which is built up in the root, and it is responsible for the movement of the water upwards. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए there is a condition for this root pressure. What is that condition? If the absorption of water continues, if absorption of water continues and and transpiration stops due to closure of stomata. ठीक है, and still the inward movement of water continues into the root, and still the inward movement of water continues into the root. ठीक है, अच्छा, अब ये रूट प्रेशर ये क्या है? मतलब कि जैसे सपोज इफ this is the soil level, and say this is the root, and above the root what is this present? This is the stem, and यहाँ पे there is this leaf which is present. ठीक है, तो what is happening here? ये क्या बोल रहा है कि जो water है, it has entered the root now, and now this water has to be risen above. पानी को ऊपर लेके जाना है. अब ये जो पानी है वो कैसे जाएगा यहाँ से? It will enter here, rise here, and then it will enter, reach up to the leaf and to the different parts. Now अब leaf पे यहाँ पे आपको पता है the margins of the leaf what are present here? These are the स्टोमेटा. ठीक है, तो व्हाट इज द कंडीशन? ये बोल रहा है रूट प्रेशर के थ्रू वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट कब होगा? इफ देयर इज if the absorption of the water continues and the transpiration stops. तो मतलब अगर transpiration stop हो जाता है, what does this mean? That is the stomata they have actually closed. ठीक है, तो जो stomatal pores हैं, if they have closed but still the absorption of the water continues. ठीक है, तो अगर आप एक चीज उसको आप ऐसे समझ सकते हैं, देयर इज अगर वाटर, जो अगर प्लांट जो है रूट के थ्रू वाटर को अब्सॉर्ब करता जा रहा है एंड नो वाटर इज लॉस्ट, बिकॉज जो मेजोरिटी ऑफ द वाटर है दैट इज लॉस्ट बाय द प्लांट थ्रू द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ ट्रांसपिरेशन. ठीक है, so agar if the plant keeps on absorbing water and there is no transpiration which is taking place, so what will happen? It will lead to the build up of water. ठीक है, तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा? A pressure will develop inside the root. A pressure will develop inside the vessels of the root, and that pressure which is developed, that is known as the root pressure. So because of this, it creates a pressure in the root xylem known as the root pressure. So it creates a pressure in the root xylem known as the root pressure. So that pressure is actually known as the root pressure. ठीक है, बट अब ये जो root pressure है, it cannot transport the water to a large distance. So this pressure is enough to push water by only a few centimeters. So this pressure is enough to push water by only a few सेंटीमीटर्स. ठीक है, तो मतलब कि वाटर बहुत ज्यादा हाई लेवल तक कैन नॉट बी ट्रांसपोर्टेड थ्रू दिस रूट प्रेशर. ठीक है, तो इसके रूट प्रेशर के मैकेनिज्म को या एक्सपेरिमेंट को प्रूव करने के लिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया गया था, one experiment was done. So what did they do? They basically, you can also do this. What you can do, take a rooted plant, ठीक है? So you take a rooted plant जिसमें well developed roots हो. So these are the various roots, ठीक है? So you take a rooted plant and water it very nicely. मतलब उसको बहुत अच्छे से you have to give it water. Now cut it 2 inches above the ground. ठीक है? सबसे पहले for example if this is the plant, तो यहाँ पे suppose if it is the root, so this is the plant जिसपे ये सारे leaves and stems and all everything is present. So now it is saying that you have to cut the plant 2 inches above the ground. इसको इस level तक you have to cut. ठीक है? So you have to cut the plant 2 inches above the ground. So if you cut it 2 inches above the ground, so suppose if you cut it at this region, so you cut it here, ठीक है? तो इसको जब आप यहाँ पे cut करोगे, that is there is no chance of transpiration. So can you tell me why is there no chance of transpiration here? There is no chance of transpiration here because जो transpiration होता है that occurs through the exposed parts of the plants. ठीक है? Exposed parts of the plants मतलब majorly through the leaves. अब यहाँ पे हमने तो plant का सब कुछ ही cut कर दिया है. Only this particular portion is left. So now what is going to happen, from where this transpiration is going to take place? So what you can notice, this condition is being satisfied here. यहाँ पे the root pressure का जो condition है, that is being satisfied here because it is saying कि the root pressure will develop only when if the absorption of water continues but transpiration stops. Now obviously here the transpiration process is going to stop on its own. Why is it going to stop? Because there are no particular exposed parts जिसके through the transpiration can take place, and the transpiration will take place only through the exposed parts of the plant. So now there is no particular exposed region here. So the water, so no transpiration is going to take place. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब इसके वजह से क्या होगा? Since there is no transpiration taking place here, due to this a root pressure is created in this cut region. So इतने से ये जो region है, इस region में एक root pressure develop हो जाएगा. It will create a root pressure in this cut part of the root.
We can easily see that in the form of droplets on the tip. That is, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, जब